Our soldiers are the victors. From 2011 to 2024, the Syrian government was incapacitated by the nation's prolonged civil conflict. The war generated opportunities for Iran to increase its control within the country by supporting Bashar Al Assad's regime. Syria achieved total victory in late 2025 through an Iranian military incursion. Bashar al Assad then pledged unwavering allegiance to Iran, ultimately setting the path of imperialism in motion. Hezbollah, formerly a Shia militant organization, wielded considerable influence in Lebanese politics for more than 5 decades. Hezbollah required Iranian resources after a series of political catastrophes, such as Israel's subjugation of Gaza and the exodus of Palestinian refugees. Hezbollah's dependence on Iran intensified, leading to its transformation into a proxy state after gaining control of the Lebanese government in early 2026. Iran has an extensive history of regional influence and used the crises of its allies to force power expansion. Ashkanaraya, the Iranian government's supreme leader, proposed the formation of a holy alliance called the New Persian Empire. Leveraging existing cultural relationships with Syria, Lebanon, and surviving Hamas fragments, the authoritarian contingency was formed on April 20th, 2027. Each nation transitioned into provinces of the NPE, with Iran as the capital of Persia. The young supreme leader successfully led one of the biggest propaganda campaigns in history by fabricating prosperity amongst lower-class civilians, the majority of whom were conscripted into the NPE's military. Approximately 11% of NPE citizens regard Araya as a divine emissary endowed by God. He aspires for the NPE to become the Middle East dominant superpower no matter the cost. The NPE's military is heavily inspired by Iran's previous military structure. Hamas and Hezbollah contributed significant expertise in unconventional warfare to the NPE, resulting in the formation of the Bismillah Terran Royal Commandos. The Islamic Army of the New Persian Empire consists of 5 branches: Imperial Ground Forces, Imperial Navy Forces, Imperial Air Forces, Revolutionary Guard Corps, and Intelligence Corps. Before proceeding, the next segment entails a breakdown of the faction's equipment. There are 10 categories, each rated from 1 to 5 points. The total score is an indicator of the faction's strength. The higher the score, the more powerful it is. The 10 categories are artillery, anti-air, fixed wing, helicopter, drone, IFV, tank, logistics, small arms, and training. Equipment frequently employed by the NPE is as follows: BM-21, self-propelled multiple launch rocket system, armed with 40 122mm high-explosive rockets. 2S-1, self-propelled amphibious capable lightly armored howitzer, armed with a 122mm gun and 40 rounds of ammunition. 2S-3M1, self-propelled lightly armored howitzer, armed with a 152mm gun and 46 rounds of ammunition. 2A-18M, static howitzer, armed with a 122mm gun and 40 rounds of ammunition. Artillery rating 4. ZSU-23-4, self-propelled lightly armored anti-aircraft gun, armed with a quad-barrel 23mm autocannon and 2,000 rounds of ammunition, has night optics. UAZ-469AA, self-propelled infrared homing missile launcher, armed with 2 Igla systems and 12 missiles. Anti-air rating 3. F-4E, multi-role fighter, can be armed with a variety of air-to-air and air-to-ground munitions, has thermal optics. F-14, multi-role interceptor, can be armed with a variety of air-to-air munitions, has thermal optics. Su-25, close air support, can be armed with a variety of air-to-ground munitions, has thermal optics. Fixed wing rating 3. Mi-8MT, transport helicopter, capacity of 16 and armed with 2 PKT machine guns. UH-1H, light gunship, capacity of 5 and armed with 2 miniguns, door guns, and missile pods. Mi-24D, heavy gunship, capacity of 8, armed with a variety of missile systems and a rotary 12.7mm machine gun, has night optics. Helicopter rating 2. Tehran, quadcopter reconnaissance drone, armed with thermal optics and a laser designator. Barak, fixed-wing unmanned combat aerial vehicle, armed with thermal optics, laser designator, and 4 laser-guided missiles. Drone rating 3. BMP-2, amphibious-capable lightly armored infantry fighting vehicle, armed with a 30mm autocannon, 4 wire-guided missiles, and a PKT machine gun, carries a total of 2,000 rounds of ammunition, has night optics. BRDM-2, amphibious-capable lightly armored reconnaissance vehicle, armed with a 14.5mm heavy machine gun and PKT machine gun, carries a total of 1,500 rounds of ammunition. The turret can be replaced with a wire-guided missile launcher and 12 additional missiles, has night optics. BTR-80, amphibious-capable armored personnel carrier, armed with a 14.5mm heavy machine gun and PKT machine gun, carries a total of 2,000 rounds of ammunition, has night optics. IFV rating 3. T-72B, main battle tank featuring explosive reactive armor, armed with a 125mm cannon, PKT coaxial machine gun, and 12.7mm heavy machine gun, carries a total of 1,000 rounds of ammunition, has night optics. T-80UK, main battle tank featuring explosive reactive armor, armed with a 125mm cannon, PKT coaxial machine gun, and 12.7mm heavy machine gun, carries a total of 1,000 rounds of ammunition, has night optics. Tank rating 2. Despite the NPE's utilization of a broad spectrum of vehicles to address logistical demands, its practice of commandeering civilian or enemy vehicles introduces significant challenges. This approach often results in complications from the lack of expertise in repairing and maintaining acquired assets, consequently undermining the quality and consistency of logistical operations. Logistics rating 2. The NPE issues an extensive array of small arms weapon systems, encompassing both Western and Eastern patterns. Some provinces like Syria issue weaponry that is looted rather than manufactured. This makes NPE logistics more difficult to manage than in Western nations. Common small arms the NPE integrates into infantry formations are 82mm mortars, Igla manpads, RPG-26 disposable AT launchers, RPG-7V2 AT launchers, Cornet missile systems, assortment of AKM and AK-74 lineaged rifles, G3 A6 battle rifles, RPK-74 auto rifles, and PKM machine guns. Night vision, body armor, and weapon optics are rarely issued to NPE soldiers, which greatly reduces effective range. Small arms rating 2. Before the reunification war, NPE soldiers underwent an average of 3 months of training followed by 21 months of duty. Once the war began, the training period was compressed into 1 month while duty continued until a soldier was killed or wounded in action. Training rating 2. The new Persian Empire boasts formidable authority. It lags in modern technological advancement and neglects the welfare of its people. However, it compensates for these shortcomings through radicalization and blind faith, relying on nationalism to maintain control and dominance. The faction scores a power rating of 26. Please consider supporting the channel. Likes and comments bolster video analytics for the algorithm to recommend my channel to others. To participate in Task Force Trauma's expanding narrative, join us through the link in the description below. 1 in 10 people make it past our selection and recruitment process. See if you have what it takes.